evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again here on a Tuesday night for the Cyber Thunder Racing League. It's the Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series coming at you live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. On tonight's schedule of events, we are looking at 134 total laps tonight here at Charlotte. Stage 1 is going to end at lap 27 with stage 2 ending at lap number 65. Hearing some talks out there that they might be able to make it on fuel for the first stage. Second stage is still up for discussion. Thank you all for tuning in to Truson Productions here on a Tuesday night. Top times for practice are at the top of your screen scrolling by. Chris Harefield right now at the top of the board with a 29:51. But if you look at the times, a lot of close times, a lot of drivers basically within a tenth of each other all the way up until we get down to about 16th position. So it's Charlotte. You're gonna have to baby them tires. This track loves to eat your tires up. However, lucky for the drivers, they got 5 sets laying on pit road, so should be no worries on tires. But when do you use them is the key question here tonight. Again, 134 laps. Stage 1 ending on lap 27, stage 2 ending on lap 65. With that being said, we got about 2 minutes left to go here in practice. You know what time it is. It's time to head down trackside and start pre-race ceremony. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a fantastic rendition of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, I say it every week. Go help my brother out and subscribe to Mullet Music Productions over on YouTube. Helps him out a ton, and we greatly appreciate it here on TSP. Checkered flag flying for practice. Top of the charts is Chris Harefield in the number 18, 29.51. Let's see if he can repeat that as we roll on into qualifying. See who's going to be one of our first drivers out. Looks like it might be Cody Heinzman in the number 28 Toyota Tundra, the NOS Toyota Tundra. The better paint scheme of the NOS paint schemes we've seen out of Cody, in my personal opinion. I like the blue on black and white like that. Now, if he could just take the NOS off of it and put Truson Productions on there, I think he'd have a solid paint scheme. I'm just saying. We are in qualifying. Let's take a look at Heinzman. Let's see what he's going to do here. Trying to see if I can get something to work here that we haven't tried yet. And I don't think it's going to. Oh, I'll try it this way. There we go. Cody Heisman. First lap, a 29.92. Trying to build up momentum in that truck. Currently sitting on provisional pole as he runs. Big shout out as well tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to Casey Campbell, sponsor of tonight's race, the Speed Mafia 200. 200 miles here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Second lap for Heisman. You hear him kill the engine. Where's he going to go? Top of the board, provisional pole right now, 29.55. Bring the times that have been ran up on the left-hand portion of your screen right now. Corey Sherman looks like he's on lap number 2 right now. Was 7th. Dropped down to 10th. As you see, second lap starting to roll in. We're taking a look at the number 3 Toyota Tundra of Corey Sherman. Now, he was having some internet issues last night. He blinked a little bit there. Let's hope that doesn't affect him tonight. 9th on the charts, 29.71. New quick time, Mr. Quiet, the 16 of Matthew Semple, 29.54. What a time. Look at the top 3 times, ladies and gentlemen. 29.54, 29.54, 29.54. I mean, we're within thousands here for the pole at Charlotte. Well, problems for the number 29, it looks like. That's Daniel Reinbold, I believe, newcomer here to Cyber Thunder. Dustin Ping jumps up to 5th position at 29.59. 29.59 for the 81 of Ping. Taking a look at Dorsey. That's Brian Dorsey, Mr. I Need a Sponsor. First lap for Dorsey was a 31.05. Again, trying to get heat in the tires. Get that truck wound up. Cody's out in chat, says, we guess we can't call him Quiet anymore. Well, you know, as the old saying goes there, Cody, it ain't where you start, it's where you finish. Second lap for Dorsey, Brian Dorsey, 29.69, good enough for 13th position. Jackie Brandon out on track in the number 65. First lap, 30.18, good enough for 23rd on second lap right now. It's like we got 9 drivers still have to qualify. But we only got a minute left as Jackie Brandon goes up to 15th with a 29.72. 29.72 for the 65. And yeah, with only 30 seconds left to go here on the clock, on the clock, I don't think anybody else is going to go out and try to attempt to take a lap. Again, a couple new names out here tonight. Tommy Fox looks like that's a new name. Kyle Ryan, that's a new name. Again, shout out to Casey Campbell for sponsoring tonight's event, Speed Mafia 200. Cody, if you can hear me out in chat, cameras are live if you want to jump in there. Corey was in there, but I don't know if he's having issues with his camera or whatnot. But if you want to be on camera, they are live. I just forgot to put the link out there. Same link as last week. All right. Here we go. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go through that grid. Get this show on the road. Starting on the pole tonight is going to be Matthew Semple in the number 16. Great lap out of the number 16. To his outside is going to be Chris Dorsey in the number 10. In the number 28, Cody Heisman rolling off P3 here this evening with Mike Stiverson in 4th in the number 20. Andrew Caldwell is going to be starting in 5th with Dustin Payton to his outside in 6th. In the number 34, Tom Richter in 7th with Greg Mitchell to his outside in the number 55. Gary Bowman going to be starting in 9th tonight with Eric Anderson starting in 10th. Stephen Burnett's going to be rolling off P11 with Logan Truitt to his outside in 12th. Moving on down, Brian Dorsey going to be rolling off in P13 with Corey Sherman to his outside in 14th. Jackie Brandon going to be starting in 15th. Amanda Sherman in 16th in the number 88. Philip Van Vliet, the lone Dutchman, going to be starting in 17th. Who's outside? Number 41, Andy Cork in 18th. Stephen Music going to be rolling off P19 with Daniel Reinbold in 20th. Dave Game 4th. Christy Rose, Bradley Murphy, Jason Bauer. We're just going on down here. Bradley Murphy, Jason, yeah, we got them. Kyle Ryan, Rick Thompson, Chris Airfield, Tommy Fox, Fred Thompson, Jeff Pfeiffer, Casey Tomlinson, Gary Wright, and shotgun on the field tonight, the number 74 of Doug Wysocki. It's the first time we've had him grid up that quick. Oh, the hosted mess up classic. Two drivers electing not to take the grid. That is the 75 of Jeff Pfeiffer, 74 of Doug Wysocki, not out on the track. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 33 trucks. Charlotte Motor Speedway, 134 laps. It's the Speed Mafia 200. Let's get it on. Oh, I'm premature. Man, I should have been watching the race control program. I could have swore it was only a one lap to green thing. Oh, well, that's my mess up. We're going to do it again. That's like my trademark. I can't not do that. See, Hines been warming up his tires. Getting ready to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's try it one more time. 33 drivers, 33 trucks. Cyber Thunder Racing League Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series at Charlotte, 134 laps. It's the Speed Mafia 200. Let's get it on. Green flag is flying, and we're going to go barreling down into turns 1 and 2. Matthew Semple with the early advantage right now clears the number 10 of Dorsey. Cody Heinzman going to follow suit, slide up in front of that 10, and take the second position as we go down the back straightaway for the first time. Down into 3 and 4. Semple's going to run the middle of the track. Heinzman's going to take a little bit of a lower line coming off the corner. Heinzman going to have a good run here going through the quad oval. What's it called? Quad, tri-oval, quad oval, whatever you want to call it. Here's Charlotte down into 1 and 2. Battle for the race lead already. Heinzman goes all the way up top. Going to try and hang on that right rear. Heinzman looking for the race lead early here on lap number 2. New race leader, number 28 of Cody Heinzman here on lap 2. Going to lead lap number 2. As we cross the start-finish line and take a lap 3. Now Dorsey looking to the inside of the 16 of Semple. As we go back down into 1 and 2. Stuyvesant back there right behind him. Fastest lap of the race thus far was that number 81 of Dustin Ping. Ping with a 29.99 here. Early on. Obviously, nobody's setting qualifying times. You're going to want to really baby those tires starting off here this evening. Dustin Ping's thinking differently of that, though, as he goes to the high side, but Semple kind of chops him off just a little bit. That's Andrew Caldwell right behind him there in fourth. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a phone call on the back end. Not sure if I should answer it. It's spam. What do y'all think? Put them on speaker? I'm just kidding. Back to the action. Go back here to the middle here, kind of the middle of the pack. We're back at 10th looking at Logan Truett in the number 98. Name I didn't see tonight was Michael Murphy Jr. Just noticed he's not in the race tonight. Logan Truett fighting on the high side right there behind the 43. That's Eric Anderson. This guy's running the top line, and there's a big gap. You see Dorsey back there. He's the last truck in this train. Then we go back to Corey Sherman, who slides up in front of Jackie Brandon. Corey still in 14th. That's where he started the race this evening here on lap number 6. Ooh, comes down, almost cuts off the 41 there. That's Andy Cork. Let's go back up to the front. Heinzman still leads the way. Semple right on his back bumper. Dustin Payton now trying to look for second place here in turns 3 and 4. Side by side as they come off turn 4 down through the quad over across the start finish line. Give the advantage to Semple. Heinzman still leads. Remember, first stage is going to end on lap 27. 27, ladies and gentlemen. We will see our first caution. Heinzman looking to extend, wouldn't say the points lead per se, because it is playoff style, but he's trying to gain as many points as he can once we do go into the playoffs in Milwaukee later in the season. With a couple wins under his belt, I have a feeling he's feeling very confident. Now, what's interesting to me is that I'm watching these guys kind of run the high line here at Charlotte. Not something I'm used to seeing. Pretty much a low groove dominant racetrack, unless the groove's going to kind of play around, move around a little bit here this evening. On board with Dustin Payne. See him running that top side right up against the outside wall, trying to get on the right rear of Semple. Has to get out of the throttle though. Gonna give him a big shot going down the back straightaway. Get a good shot of the field as they come out of turn number 2. The fan cam, we call it. Across the start finish line, still all Cody Heinzman. Now Ping looking to the inside of Semple here, coming out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Does he have enough momentum to go down into 3 and 4 and make the pass? He doesn't. Slots back behind him. Starting to single file out here as we take lap number 11 of 134. Taking a look at the top 3. Now we're taking a look at Stephen Burnett in the 5, all over the back bumper of Greg Mitchell. Mitchell is another driver we have to keep our eye on, ladies and gentlemen. A couple wins on the season. Always seems to find his way up towards the front. Trying to work on the back bumper of Truett. Truett looking to the inside of Richter here. That's a battle for 7th. Not able to get there. Slots back in behind the 34. Again, Dorsey is kind of at the end of this train, and then we go back to Andy Cork, who got around Corey Sherman for 14th, now leading the kind of second train, we'll call it. Which is kind of wild to see, honestly. It's almost like we're plate racing, but we're not here at Charlotte. It's very interesting to see. Heinzman all the way up to the outside wall. See if he gets any closer. We're going to have to get that right rear camera some action here tonight and see how close he gets to that outside wall. Battle here between the 20 and the 34. That's Mike Stiverson up on the top side of the 20. Tom Richter there on the bottom, running in 7th, trying to take 6th away from the 20 of Stiverson. Truett pushing the 34. Mitchell behind Stiverson up on the top side. They're still side by side as we go down the back straightaway. Richter still trying to make that pass on Stuyvesant. The momentum advantage to the top side. The 55 gives the 20 a shot down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. At a turn 4, advantage to the 20 of Stuyvesant. Now that's Dorsey right up in front of him. That's Chris Dorsey in the 10. He's looking to the inside of Andrew Caldwell. Battle for your 4th position. Side by side, Dorsey on the bottom side of the racetrack, Caldwell up top. Gonna get a little bit of a slide job here from the 10 of Dorsey. Give 4th position to Chris Dorsey in the number 10. But Cody might have made a good point. We might not be able to call Semple Mr. Quiet anymore because he's up here making noise here in 2nd. Normally, we don't talk about him a whole lot all race. But here right behind the race leader right now, started on the pole this evening, having a good run so far here on lap 16. Go back to this little battle again. You see Mitchell actually got around Stuyvesant there, so put Mitchell up into the 6th spot. Now looking to the inside of the 46 of Caldwell in turns 3 and 4. Top 3 kind of breaking away a little bit. Top 3 is Cody Heinzman, Matthew Semple, and Dustin Ping. You go back up to Ping, there's about a little over a half a second back to Chris Dorsey. As you see Mitchell trying to make that pass on the 46. 46 either is saving tire or has burned his tires up already, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, it can happen that quickly here at Charlotte. It is like a cheese grater out there for these Goodyear rubbers. Driver's doing a fantastic job right now. Last week, a little rough at North Wilkesboro. Very tough racetrack. Everybody seems to be calm, cool, and collected tonight. Taking their time, making the passes very, very, very smoothly. As you see right here, Mitchell's got the run, looks to the inside, a little bit of side draft there down the back straightaway on the 10 of Dorsey. To the inside in 3 and 4. Dorsey kind of pinches him just a teeny bit, not too much. We come off the corner. Oh, Dorsey almost got the outside wall, maybe a little tight for that number 10. Give the spot to Mitchell. Mitchell now up to 4th, and he is making moves. Last time by, Mitchell ran a 29.92 compared to the leaders, 29.95. Not much quicker, but definitely a little quicker. Heinzman continues to lead the way here on lap number 20. So we got about 8 laps to go here before we see the first caution flag fly for stage number 1. While we got a second to kind of catch our breath here, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask the audience, how are we doing this evening? How you doing out there in the chat lands? How is your week going so far? Hope everybody is staying safe. Semple's starting to lose some ground here to Heinzman. Gap now out to about 9/10 of a second, almost a full second. Could be by design, could have just been burning his stuff up. Ping's still trying to find a way around him, which is, actually, I was reading wrong times. I do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. I was reading best times, so let's take a look at last lap times like we're supposed to do. Cody Heinzman with 31.36 compared to Semple's 31.42, almost a full 10th faster. Dustin Ping is actually on pace with Heinzman along with the 55 of Mitchell. They both ran 31.32s. Five more laps here before we see the caution fly for stage number 1. And I tell you what, this stage kind of flew by, not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. See, Semple goes up high, Ping looks to the bottom. Ping's trying to do something a little bit different here, trying to make that pass happen to get 2nd place. Remember, we're still points racing, so that is position for points when it comes to these stage points. So don't count these guys out to not race super hard here, even though it's stage number 1. Little battle going on back here. It looks like Caldwell is still continuing to fall backwards. Now under pressure from Logan Truitt in the number 98. Truitt on the bottom, Caldwell up top. Ooh, Richter with a big move. Squeezes in right behind Truitt right there. That was a good move. Right in front of the 5 of Burnett. So good battles going on back here. Truitt on the bottom, still trying to get clear to that number 46 as we come out of turn number 4. Richter right behind the number 98 on the bottom. Really no drafting help for Caldwell up on the top besides Eric Anderson is back there in 9th. Back up front, it's still all Cody Heinzman, who has extended his lead to about 1.4 seconds. Now on the bottom side of the racetrack here in 3 and 4. Now I kind of want to keep my eye on Cody. I want to see what he's doing here at Charlotte. Again, I've seen them run in the high side. I'm seeing them run on the low side. So what's he going to do here in 1 and 2? He's going to take that big wide arc into 1 and 2, almost going all the way down to that blue line. So back down to the bottom for Heinzman, maybe trying to save a little bit of tire here. It's not going to matter. Once he crosses the line here, that's going to be the stage. Actually, once a 10th place truck passes the line, that'll be the end of the stage there, which would be Burnett. So we got to keep an eye on him. Almost a little bit of contact there between him and Caldwell. He is right up on that left rear of that truck, trying to get Caldwell loose. That's it. That should be stage right there, and there it is. Caution flag out on the speedway. Give the first stage to Cody Heinzman. See Chad Wilson out in chat. Thanks for tuning in, Chad. Nice looking scheme by Heinzman. Now, I said that earlier in the broadcast. I think, though, he's basically got True Sim Productions colors on that truck. So if he just takes the NOS energy off of it, puts TSP on it, I think we got a solid paint scheme. Maybe a little biased, but I'm just saying. Here we go. First round of pit stops. Heinzman's going to lead him down. I expect to see everybody down pit road. Inside sources are telling me, I'm going to say, I think it was between 30 and 35 laps they can do on a full tank of fuel. So keep that in mind. If they can save, they actually might be able to make this stage, because the next one ends on lap 65. Unless for some reason we get a caution before that within the stage designations. Race off pit road. Semple out. Mitchell gained a couple of spots there. Something happened to Ping, I think. I didn't see him come out. I think Ping actually lost 2 spots. He lost spots to Truitt and Mitchell. Heinzman maintains the race lead. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, first round of pit stops are complete here tonight at Charlotte. Cody Heinzman, your stage 1 winner. We're going to take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Thank you, Corey Sherman. Everybody go check out savageedge.com as we're getting ready to go back to the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. It's Charlotte. It's time to crank it up. Crank it up. I'm glad we were actually able to get through it. It's like a curse. Every time I do a crank it up, they like to have a little yellow flag, if you will. We got a battle for the race lead going on. It was between Mitchell and Heinzman at first, but now it's Ping and Heinzman going for the race lead. Is Ping? We'll give it to Ping that lap. Ping wants to get out there, lead some laps. Heinzman, he's going to have a good run here right out of turn number 2. Does he make a move? All over the back bumper, that number 81 going into 3 and 4. Tried to force a mistake on the 81. Trying to do it again. Looking to the outside here. Interesting call. He's going to be on the right rear. Back down into 1 and 2. Side by side for the race lead once again. Heinzman up top, Ping down on the bottom. Heinzman with the advantage as we go down the back straightaway. He's going to have the momentum. But can he clear the 81? He does. New race leader once again is the 28 of Cody Heinzman. Don't count out Mr. Quiet, though. Matthew Semple does have a win this season. Albeit a fuel strategy, but it's still a win. Very impressive, if you ask me. The amount of fuel that man had to save when he won that race, it was a great race. How about this? Stephen Burnett up 7 spots since the drop of the green flag. He's got something moving in that number 5. Now, Mitchell has fallen back all the way to 5th. Now, again, I don't know if this is by design. When we were under the crank it up, we saw a couple of cars get tight off of turn 4. Notorious here at Charlotte for that happening. But they kind of got into the wall a little bit. Nothing major, just a few scrapes. I don't think Mitchell was one of those. But you never know. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Had something going on the back end there. Back to the race. Battle for the race lead once again. Heinzman and Ping. Ooh, Ping. Real aggressive right there. Should have put it on the right rear cam. That would have been a great shot. Ping takes the lead, and oh my. Heinzman takes the lead. Ping actually slides up in front of Semple. What a move. Semple definitely gave him a break right there. There is no doubt about that. Heinzman back down to the bottom. Ping up top, Semple on the bottom. Semple looking to the inside of Ping. Not able to get there. Ping shuts the door on him. We're on lap 44. Again, stage number 2 ends on lap 65. Drivers can do about 34 laps on fuel, roughly. We hit on lap 29. Only had about a lap and a half of caution flag. Are they going to have to pit? Is the question. Are they going to run it out on fumes? I don't know. So lap 45, we got about 21 laps to go before we see this caution flag fly for stage number 2. Now, I don't know what happened to Richter. Problems for the 34 because he was up front and then fell all the way back. We did have some contact on lap 41. Let's go back and see what happened here. Looks like it might have been between Reinbold and Stuyvesant. Could have been signal car. Let's go back and take a look, see what happened. They come off the corner here. Yeah, just a little bit of contact down the back stretch right there. Take one more look at it right here. They come off the corner. They're back here in the back. It's kind of hard to tell from this camera angle. But they keep it straight, so good job on those guys. That's really the only incidents we've had so far this evening. Heinzman continues to lead the way. Battle between Mitchell and Semple. Now, see, this is what I was trying to say earlier. If you look, I mean, here comes Mitchell once again. Saved his tires just a little bit, I think. Fell back to 5th. Great camera angle. Fell back to 5th. Now battling for 3rd on the inside of Semple. Not able to get the power down and make the pass. Semple keeps the momentum on that high side. stays in third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw a blanket over him. Burnett, he was up in the third there for a hot second. Fell back now to sixth. While we watch this battle here between Semple, Truett, and Mitchell, I'm going to pull a little thing from MRN here. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification because I got something I got to take care of really fast. Thank you. So the only thing right now that I'm seeing is that Cody Heinzman is loving this here on lap 50 because they're side by side behind him. Now Semple got around Ping. Something I've noticed with Ping, he will get out front for a little bit, but it seems like he might overdrive just a hair and burns his stuff up a little too fast because now under some heavy pressure from the 98 and the 55, Semple should get him right here, no problem, having the momentum off of turn number 2. Not only that, with the help of Truett, a little bit of draft for the number 98. He's almost able to clear the 81. '81's starting to go backwards as now he's under pressure from Burnett. Burnett on the right rear of that truck. Battle for second, Logan Truett trying to get up in front of that 16, but Matthew, he has that run once again down the back. Lap 53 of 134. This is actually a really good race going on, ladies and gentlemen. No cautions, no cause cautions yet, at least. We got a full crank it up in, and these guys are just giving it all they got. I'll point out Rick Thompson, RT76. And the reason why I go back to Rick Thompson is he's up 14 spots since the start of this race. And the reason why that's key is because he actually missed the driver's meeting, which meant he got an EOL at the beginning of the race. Up 14 spots, it's a long way to go. Keep your eye on that number 76 truck. Back up front, Heinzman has extended his lead to about 0.4 of a second. The real battle's right here. You see Truett, he actually lost a bunch of momentum there on the inside lane and now has fallen back to 4th behind Mitchell. Mitchell has regained his momentum, cooled them tires off a little bit, is now fighting for second once again. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be completely honest with you. We got two cats trying to get used to each other. If anybody has experienced that, you know how difficult that can be. And they were growling at each other there. I kind of had to take care of that real quick. I do apologize. Back to the action. Semple has been putting up one heck of a fight for that second spot, but he's going to lose it right here as Mitchell up to second. Greg Mitchell in a 55. He's going to get a big shot from Semple going into 3 and 4, it looked like. Now, for how hard these guys are going, I'm assuming that they're going to be able to make the stage no problem. That doesn't mean we're not going to see green flag pit stops here once we end stage number 2, though. Drivers working their way around the lap car. That's Fred Thompson in the number 78. Big shout out to Fred, battle for the race lead. But real quick, big shout out to Fred, 78 years young, out here racing with these guys. Love to see it. Looks like maybe the right rear kind of burning off that number 16 truck as he's lost a lot of time to the number 55. So we only got about 5 laps to go here before the end of stage number 2, but we had a battle for the race lead going on between the 55 and the 28. Let's go on the rear roof cam here of Heinzman. Heinzman's saving fuel, so I'm actually glad I jumped on this camera. We're looking back at Mitchell. So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go into Mitchell and we're going to go on the in-car and listen in to him. So that's actually very interesting. So Heinzman, we heard him. Let's go on board with Heinzman once again. Hear him dumping that clutch. It's not for very long. He wants to ensure he can make it. Mitchell, on the other hand, listen to him one more time. No clutch out of the 55. And that is, I think, the reason why he can just stay right on the back bumper of the 28. Now, Heinzman's obviously going to go for the stage win. He wants the points. Mitchell also wants the points. We know that. It's actually quite impressive to see the 28 just barely, just a little bit of clutch, right? Or a little bit of time off the throttle with the clutch dumped in. You heard it right there going into the corner. I mean, he is just saving every little bit he can right now. He's been out front most of the race, so he hasn't really had the chance to get behind another truck and kind of save a little bit of fuel. I mean, you can get right behind another truck, even here at Charlotte, lift off the throttle just a little bit going down the backstretch. Saves you a little bit of fuel. Might not be much, but it saves you just a little bit. So coming to the line here, once Chris Harefield, who's back in 10th position, once he crosses the line, that will end stage number 2. Heinzman out of 4, though. As long as he can keep it straight, he's got to keep it in the throttle until that caution flag flies, of course. Stay in it. There you go. Cody Heinzman sweeps both stages here tonight. He's just got one more flag he's going to have to see tonight, and that's the checkered one. Caution flag is out. Stage number 2 again goes to Cody Heinzman. Here for the Speed Mafia 200. Again, shout out to Casey Campbell. Everybody make sure you thank Casey for sponsoring tonight's race. You pretty much hear it there. They were rolling through 1 and 2. Everybody kind of dumping the clutch, trying to save fuel so they can make it back to pit road. I don't think there's no way he's out of fuel, is he? Let's go on board here with Heinzman. Heinzman's out of fuel, ladies and gentlemen. Not out, but it's sputtering. And that was probably one of the smartest moves I've seen out of a driver yet. We all saw it. Great. I mean, just on the fly thinking out of Heinzman. Went all the way past the pace car, used what he could, got all the way up to the top of the track, dumped the clutch, pulled it down, and used the banking to his advantage. Awesome. That was awesome. Race off pit road. Mitchell's going to get Heinzman. Trent, Caldwell, look like Ping and Burnett, then Semple, Anderson, Airfield, Thompson. That was your top 10. So Thompson actually gained a couple spots there on pit road. But you know the drill, ladies and gentlemen. Pit stops are complete. We're getting ready to start stage number 3. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Back alive here on True Sim Productions. Drivers are getting re-racked and restacked, getting ready to fire off for stage number 3. Greg Mitchell won the race off pit road, electing to take the inside lane here on this restart. Take the green flag. We're going to have 64 laps to go. Here we go. Pace car makes that hard left-hand turn down to pit road. Field in the hands of Greg Mitchell. The restart zone, green flag back out in the air. Not a great restart there for Heinzman. Lost the spot to Truett. He's not falling back to third. Maybe by design, though. Keep an eye on that 28. We got one going around in the back. Big accident back here. Stuyvesant's around. 52 down to the grass. Andy Cork involved. First cause caution of the evening, and there is a lot going on with this one. See if we can't get it queued up here. So it all starts right about here. We're looking at the pink truck there on the left-hand side of your screen, pink and red truck. The 24, that's Chris D. Rose. So keep your eye on him. It's a little loose on the entry at 3. Still loose. Little bump there by Stuyvesant. And just a couple of drivers behind Stuyvesant didn't get the memo. But there was a checkup. We watch it from the far chase here. So Stuyvesant checks up, but Cork just didn't get the memo. So if we actually go on board here with Cork, I mean, you can't really see what's happening in front of them. But it sounds like, I mean, I can't tell, but sounds like he just kind of lifts. You see, he's still trying to go, and there's no brakes involved there, it looks like. I could be wrong, but just by listening to it, heavy front end damage on the 41. A few cars went through the grass to avoid that. Philip Van Vliet, I think, actually went down into the grass to avoid that. He did. Great avoidance, actually, by Philip. He almost got right reared right there. Let's actually go on board with Philip and take a look at that one more time. Great avoidance out of the lone Dutchman. That puts us under caution. First cause caution of the evening. It's them cold tires. It's that, that's really what it came down to, is cold tires, and just nobody got the memo that they were checking up. Stuyvesant really got kind of the worst end of the deal on that one, it looked like. Now, if I was in Philip's chat, I don't know if the broadcast will pick this up, but I'm going to try it anyway. If I was in Philip's chat, this is probably all I heard was something along the lines of, uh-oh, oh. I don't think it picked up, but just a bunch of beeps. Hopefully Philip was wearing brown pants. That's all I got to say. Surprising to see that nobody's going to come down pit road and top off. Now, it's a tough call. And the only reason I'm saying that is because you could come down, you could top off. come back around, and you know, you can run a little bit longer. You'd have the freshest tires once they cycled through. You also have that, you know, slim chance that there could be a caution during green flag pit stops. Remember, everybody came down on lap 67. So we're looking at about lap 90. I want to say 98 to about 105 is when we're going to see pit stops for the last pit stop of the evening. See, Mitchell elected to take that outside lane this time, so he actually has a chance. He's up front, so he has a chance with 2 cautions. He tried the inside. Now he's going to try the outside, kind of see which one is going to benefit him more. Down in the restart zone. Green flag's back out in the air. Good launch for Mitchell. Truex slots in behind him. Heisman stays in third. They all single file out. First battle we got is Eric Anderson back there. He's on the inside of Corey Sherman. It's Savage Edge Toyota Tundra. Sherman's making some headway tonight. He's up 6 spots since the drop of the green flag. Uh-oh, a little problem there with Corey. Gets loose. Nice save out of Sherman. That could have ended really, really bad. So the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out he did what we call, he blinked out. Now, what happens on his end, for most drivers at least, somebody can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but what happens is when he blinks out like that and he disappears, on his end, on his screen, in his eyes, everybody else disappears. He can't see any other truck. So he probably had no idea what was going to happen, how long he was going to stay blinked out. And your first reaction is 9 times out of 10, you want to crank the wheel left to just try and get out of the way of everybody. Unfortunately for him, it happened in the middle of a corner and got the truck way out of shape, but able to catch it. That was a really good save out of the number 3. Back up front, Heisman got around Truex. Truex now losing a spot to Ping. Ping now back up to 3rd. Man, Heisman goes way up to the outside wall right there. Trying to get a huge run here on Mitchell. He's there. Gonna be 55 laps to go when they cross the finish line right here. Every time Heisman goes up to that outside wall, I'm just not quick enough to get on that right rear cam to see how close he actually does get. Then again, the camera might be gone if he's getting that close. Ping's got a good run here out of 4, looks to the outside of Heisman. Heisman not necessarily throwing a block, but just running a real good defensive line there. As he goes back up to the wall, so not too close, but here's the right rear cam. Now, it worked for him before. He was able to get that run on Mitchell. But the thing I'm looking at right now is Mitchell's starting to pull away. Now, that could be one of 2 things. Either he's in clean air and that's helping him, which of course it is, clean air, right? We all know how that works. But he may be trying to use a little bit more of his tires right now. Get out to a little bit of a gap, then try to start saving. Try to just be, you know, try to calm it down a little bit. Just control that lead, basically. Onboard Heinzman. He actually got the apron right there as we were on the roof cam of Cody Heinzman. Saw the little wiggle right there. Didn't really hurt him all that much. Right now, 25 drivers are being scored on the lead lap. Stuyvesant being the last car on the lead lap. Casey Tomlinson is the first driver 1 lap down. Now remember, we talked about Ping maybe overdriving early. He's trying to get out to the race lead, but like I said, clean air is a key factor. However, you really got to save your tires here at Charlotte. So it is really surprising to see this 81 every run just try and get up there. He tries so hard to get up there, but I think in turn on that ends up burning his stuff up. He's running that top groove as well, so he's going a lot faster up on the high groove. He's not turning the wheel as much, but it is killing that right front tire. Now, Heinzman has kind of fell back. We take a look at the lap times. Heinzman's about a full 10th off from the race leader. Now, he did get the wall just a hair a couple of times. I don't think that's going to hurt him at all, though. I think he just merely scraped it. "48 laps to go here at Charlotte. 1 cause caution tonight. Not bad. Been sweating both stages and now trying. Everybody calls him the ketchup man. I want to call him the sweeper, dirt devil or something like that, because he's done this a couple of times where he's swept both stages and won the race. So I guess back up to the top, and that's the biggest thing. I'm liking this version of Charlotte right now. It used to be in iRacing you could only use the bottom, but now they're kind of moving around with the way the track changes and everything like that. And right now Heinzman's pretty much running what I would like to call a dirt line, keeping the momentum built up in 1 and 2, but running the bottom in 3 and 4. So still saving tire, but also gaining time as well. Great shot back to Heinzman right there. Now Ping's going to go up top, but watch Heinzman go down to the bottom here. "45 laps to go." So we are on lap 89 with 45 to go. Remember, everybody pit on lap 67. You can only do about 34 laps on fuel. A little bit more, a little bit less. All depends on what kind of driver you are. Right now, everybody's just going to be going hard. You know, you had that caution. You had a chance to save a little bit of gas, so they might actually be able to go a little bit longer than 34 at this point. So again, I'm going to extend that out to about lap 105 is where we're going to see our last round of pit stops. Because the biggest thing is you really don't want to come down and take a set of tires with 40 some odd laps to go, like right now, right? That would just be too soon. You want the freshest tires at the end of the race. Now, most drivers have only used about 2 sets right now. There's still 3 sets out there in the pits. So drivers are still good, even if we were to get green, white, checkered later on tonight in the race. Go back and kind of go, you know what, let's do it. Let's kind of go through the field right now. Greg Mitchell kind of being quiet for the most part. Comes up 7 spots so far on the evening, running in the first position, leading the way. But you don't look now because last time by Heinzman was about I don't know, a couple hundredths faster than, actually almost a full tenth, a little under a full tenth faster than Mitchell. Swept both stages. Go back to Stephen Burnett again, kind of been up and down for Burnett, but now up to third, up 8 positions since the start of this race, actually trying to work his way around the 81 of Ping. Now Ping, again, he's been up front most of the night, but he gets all the way up towards the front, either leads a couple or runs in second for a little bit and then kind of falls off. As you see, that's kind of what's happening here. Then you go to Mr. Quiet, Matthew Semple, 1 win on the season, down 4 positions tonight, Ping into the outside wall. Problems for Ping, he's going to lose all kinds of spots there. Keeps it straight, we stay green. As I was saying, Semple is locked into the top 10 for the playoffs this season, battling Truett right there in the number 98. Truett up 7 spots at the start of this race. It started back in 12th, currently up in 5th. Andrew Caldwell is another driver we've seen tonight. Kind of be up towards the front. Maybe he just hasn't figured that truck out yet. Hasn't gotten the adjustments he's wanted on that thing, but still running in the top 10, having a good run in that number 46 machine. Corey Sherman started in 14th, ladies and gentlemen, up 7 spots at the start of this race. Still trying to gain ground here. I think maybe Sherman actually has something figured out because he is gaining. He's running comparative to the leader, 31.38s to 31.25s. Go back to Eric Anderson. He's actually making his way around Dustin Ping right now, so Eric currently in 8th. Started in 10th tonight, but having a good top 10 run in that number 43. Go back to Harefield, who's battling Chris Dorsey. Harefield in the number 18 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Now, Harefield is actually up 17 spots since the start of this race. So Harefield was fastest in practice, trying to make something happen here tonight, get himself a good points night. Chris Dorsey started up near the front of the field, but just something not working well with that number 10 machine. Still has the potential for a top 10 run here tonight, but currently sitting in 11th. Tom Richter, league owner, sitting in 12th. He's down 5 positions since the start of this race. So started up there in the 7th spot. Trying to gain some ground, just hasn't been able to move that truck forward. Running the top line. Gary Bowman, haven't really talked about him a whole lot this evening, back here in the 13th position. Trying to hold off, I believe it's a newcomer. It's Kyle Ryan in the number 4 right behind him. Now Kyle's up 11 spots since the start of this race. He's in 14th right now, having a good run. Then you're gonna go back pretty far. We go back to Amanda Sherman, not far as in positions, but far as in time. Amanda is currently 2.5 seconds off the back bumper of Kyle Ryan, but running in the top 15 in the number 88 machine. Steven Music up 3 spots since the start of this evening in the 09, still running breast cancer awareness truck. Love to see it. Daniel Reinbold in the number 29 had a little incident earlier on with Stuyvesant. They kind of doored each other. Not sure if that's affecting the handling of that truck, but he is now sitting in 18th, as you see Lone Dutchman Philip Van Vliet making his way around the number 29. Still side by side. Good battle going on back here for the 16th position. Right behind him, watching it all unfold, is the number 07. That's Bradley Murphy. Running the classic Jack Daniels paint scheme. Sitting in the top 20. Brian Dorsey. Dorsey looked fast in practice, had a pretty good qualifying run. He's lost 7 positions since the start of this race. Now under pressure by Jackie Brannon. Jackie's been running pretty much in this same area most of the night, trying to get around that number 9 machine. to take over 20th spot. Tommy Fox, that's a new name. I love the paint scheme. Even if you don't like Tabasco sauce, those paint schemes are just awesome to see. He's back here in 22nd. Right behind him is the 101 of Dave Gainford. Dave's still running probably the fastest car for about one lap. And that's not a dig at his skill. It's just the paint scheme, because we've all had that zebra stripe gum and we know how long it lasts. Literally about 3 seconds. But it's the best gum you've ever had for about 3 seconds. Christy Rose in the number 24, kind of having a rough night here tonight. It looks like pit stops might be starting here near the back, so something happened to Rick Thompson, because Rick Thompson, I wanted to point this out as I just noticed it. 27th, one lap down. Is there something that happened to Rick? I'm going to go back and see what happened here. Ooh, well, just a 4X there, but I don't see why that would really, I don't know. Really weird. So let's go back up to the front. Kind of got through the field there. Almost to the field. We got 31 laps to go here at Charlotte. Drivers in the back are starting to pit. Point out, Greg Mitchell has already come down pit road. So keep an eye on this 55 machine. He's going to have the freshest tires. He might jump Heinzman. Now, what concerns me right now is that Heinzman saw Mitchell pit. Now, Mitchell has been competition all night for Heinzman for the most part. So if I see Mitchell pit, I'm either going to do one of two things. What Heinzman's doing right now, which is stay out, run a few extra laps, then you have fresher tires near the end of the race. Or I'm going to pit the lap after Mitchell does and kind of be on the same strategy. A little right rear slap of the wall there by the number 28. As you see him trying to work his way around Fred Thompson. 29 laps to go. Chris Dorsey on pit road, so it looks like Bradley Murphy actually pit on lap 72. So that's interesting to see. He looks like he might have either gotten some damage fixed or he took 4 fresh tires and fuel. So if that's the case, he's going to be able to run a little bit longer than anybody else. And now we got it. Heinzman on pit road. That hands the race lead over to Stephen Burnett. Corey Sherman also has yet to pit. Now, again, for these two guys, same with Philip Van Vliet, the lone Dutchman. He's got to come down pit road. I like it, but I also don't like it. It's a very risky call right now because every second that you stay out on the track right now, Greg Mitchell is gaining on you with them fresh tires. Semple on pit road, though. Heinzman, Truett, Brandon, Rose, and Murphy all are on pit road. And Burnett comes down. Corey Sherman's going to follow, but Philip Van Vliet, he's also going to come down pit road. All right, so that was what we wanted to see. You see it right there. That time that Heinzman spent out on the track, that allowed Murphy to jump him. So once it cycles through, Murphy will, or I'm sorry, Mitchell, or where I'm getting Murphy. Mitchell will be the race leader. Once it all cycles through. Which it has right there, so you see Corey Sherman and Burnett, they're coming off pit road right now. They're going to lose a lot of time, though, because everybody else is already pit. I mean, they're losing a lot of positions. That's why I'm not sure what's going to go on here with these guys. Yeah, if I was saying Murphy, I apologize. I meant Mitchell. There's two Murphys. There's Michael Murphy Jr., who's not here tonight, and then there is Bradley Murphy. So Heinzman has to gain 2 whole seconds on Mitchell. Greg Mitchell. Where are you at, Derek? You ain't in the race tonight. Derek. Out of turn 4 across the line, 25 laps to go. is down to 1.2. A little under the weather just being a fan. Well, hope you feel better. So Heinzman is coming. So it seems like he thought, hey, this might work, because it is Charlotte. You burn them tires off, man, you're a goner here at this racetrack. I've said it all night long. If we look, that 28's getting bigger and bigger each lap. Two laps to go. The question is, though, how hard is Heinzman pushing behind this 55 to catch up to him? Could that damage his tires more than he would hope for? Or is Mitchell kind of playing the long game? Is he letting Heinzman catch him? Trying to save tire to make sure he can race him once Heinzman gets to him. Heinzman back up top, trying to get some momentum built up. He's going to have a good run here down the backstretch. But don't worry, I mean, a caution could really throw these guys for a loop, because they could all come down and get another set of tires and be right on an even playing field. Side by side for the lead. Heinzman up top, Mitchell on the bottom. Passes him with ease. 20 laps to go. It's Charlotte. And the sweeper. Get it done once again. Laps to go. How about this? Eric Anderson just found his way up to third. Excuse me. Goodness, caution flag out on the speedway. No way, Corey. Now, come on now. I don't think it was Corey. I think it happened with Harefield. Let's go back and take a look. Oh yeah, the 4. That was the 4. That was newcomer Kyle Ryan. Watch him here. He just kind of drifts up the track right into the 18, and nowhere for Mr. Quiet, Matthew Semple, to go. Man, oh, that's what happened right there. Corey just unlucky. Here, the bad luck continuing right there. Could have been a Ghost 4X, though. He could still be okay. One more look at it right there. Off 4, yeah, just nowhere for Semple to go. I mean, Harefield didn't really move at all. It is a tough break for the 16. Real tough break. The 4 just comes up the track and, yeah, gets We can look at it like 9 times if we want to, but we all know, we kind of see what happens right there, and boop. Well, we knew it was coming. It's going to be a busy pit road. You're going to definitely come down with 16 laps to go. You're going to take 4 fresh tires. You almost have to. Right side's up on the 28. Now, the real question is, does anybody throw a curveball and take 2? Race off pit road. Looks like Heinzman's going to get Mitchell. Here comes Anderson to get 3rd. I don't think anybody took 2. I don't think 2 would work with 15 to go. If it was only a green, white checkered, you might be able to take 2 and make something happen. Like, man, oh man. I tell you what, before we get this hopefully the last green flag or restart out of the way, let's go ahead and get one more shout out from Corey Sherman over at Savage Edge Graphics.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. The lights have gone out on the pace car. Heinzman's going to take the inside. There are going to be 12 laps to go. Everybody on fresh tires. Was that the last caution? I do not know. Pace car makes that hard left-hand turn down a pit road. Heinzman in control. 12 laps to go here at Charlotte. Green flag back out in the air. Good launch for the 28. And Mitchell's going to be smart and try and cover out the bottom. Little contact there between Harefield and Anderson in 1 and 2. Now Cody comes up to block crossover by the 55. Side by side down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Heinzman going to pinch down Mitchell. Still by side across the line. Advantage to Mitchell that time. 11 laps to go. Heinzman's going to have to really push here. But he's going to have to watch because that high side can burn your stuff up. So in my opinion right now, Mitchell has the advantage. How about Harefield up to third, 24 positions gain on the evening. He might throw his hat in the ring on this. Was fastest in practice. Still a lot side by side, almost a little bit of contact. Mitchell gets loose in 1 and 2. 10 laps to go. Advantage now to Heinzman down the backstretch. Harefield trying to get second from Mitchell. How about Tom Richter up here? Oh, big wiggle out of the 55 out of 4. 9 laps to go. Mitchell trying to pack some air on that spoiler on the 18, get him loose, look to the inside, not able to do it. Everybody is setting qualifying times right now, ladies and gentlemen. Out of turn 4, gonna be 8 more times around. Richter on the back bumper, Mitchell back here in 4th. Here comes Caldwell looking to the inside. Still Heinzman leading the way. Harefield 2nd, Mitchell 3rd, Richter 4th. Heinzman to the top. Harefield to the middle, Mitchell on the bottom. Almost 3 wide for the race lead right there. Now Heinzman goes back to the bottom, but Mitchell goes up top. Harefield follows Heinzman on the bottom. 2 in the wall. Whoa! Sherman and Dorsey going around. Caution flag one more time. And if you weren't on the edge of your seat yet, you definitely will be now. Let's go back and see what happened. Because it all kind of started with like Eric Anderson, I think, and Truett. So let's go there first. Kind of starts here. Anderson in the wall. Truett just gets into the back of him. But that's not what brought out the yellow. What brought out the yellow was this right here. Oh, yeah, Dorsey gets into the outside wall. Kind of bounces off of it down into Corey. Oh, Amanda. Poor Amanda. Let's go see what happened. Riding on board. Oh, missed it. No. Ow, in the wow. That wheel's cocked to the right a little bit, so damage to the 88. Man, she was having such a good run, too. Well, does anybody have a set of tires left they want to come in and maybe try something fancy? I don't think I would if nobody else came down pit road. You really don't want to lose your track position. Yeah, both Shermans in 1 wreck. Kind of hoping iRacing gives us a little quickie yellow here. So it looks like it might be a green, white checkered, maybe a natural one. I'm not sure. All depends on what the caution lights are going to do here. Looks like they're going to go around again. Yeah, Rick is back on the lead lap. You're correct on that. But back in 25th, last pit on lap 130. 4 fresh tires, so you can gain some spots. But I think it's pretty much too late for Rick. All right. Here we go. Gonna re-rack them and restack them. It is gonna be an all-natural green, white checkered. They're gonna come around with 2 laps to go. Then the white. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. All right, Chad, who's your money on? Heisman takes the outside. Here we go. Green flag is out. 2 laps to go. Not the launch. I think Heisman won it. Hairfield's there. Heisman has to pinch him. And oh, Heisman involved, and that is just, oh, that is just terrible. I think that was just a natural product of pinching gone wrong. Let's go see what happened. I mean, he is on him. Ooh, from that angle, it almost looks like, let's slow it down here. It's kind of a racing incident. It's really hard to tell. I mean, Cody's doing everything he can to really kind of stop the momentum from the 18 coming up off the line like that. And he will not be called the sweeper tonight. That is for sure. However, it gave him his position back, which is rather interesting. Is the truck done for though? He's still gonna have to do it again. I'm lost for words. Let's go look at it a couple more times here. Because if you look there, we back it up. You kind of look there. It almost looked like, I mean, Cody's pinching him hard. 2 laps to go, you're going to, right? I mean, right there, it does look like the 18 kind of floats up a little bit. Gave him his position back, so you're telling that there is a chance, Chad. Yes, there is. Yeah, like I said, this is just hard racing. I don't really think anybody's to blame. Cody might have moved just a little bit down, and Harefield could have came up just a little bit. They're both racing hard for a win. This is what can happen. But you see who got through there? Mitchell, Richter, and Burnett. Caldwell got through as well. So, but Heinzman is up at the front. I mean, anything can still happen, I guess. We're gonna rack him up and try it one more time. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard to tell on that one, like, really who is to blame. It does look like the 18 comes up, but it does look like Cody came down just like a hair. And I mean, that's just it. It's about a hair. I mean, realistically, you probably couldn't even fit a piece of paper between them trucks. So that tells you anything. Well, hopefully you don't got any engine damage there, Cody. I mean, it don't look bad. Don't want you spoiled now. It don't look bad. It might not go fast, but it don't look bad. Hey, you just focus on driving. You all right? It don't look bad. I know you can hear me. It don't look bad, Cody. Send it. Give it all she's got. I can't believe it gave you your spot back. That's insane. It does look pretty bad. I don't know why I'm lying. It does. That thing is crunched on the front, bro. Eric reminds me of when the 18 wrecked the 28 out of the lead at Chicagoland. Another close race. Yeah, that's true. But again, we all know that's what happens, right? You racing that tight and that close. That's what's going to happen. All right, green, white, checkered, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Lowell just called another pause for 10 seconds for station identification. I'm taking that from MRN. I don't care. I like it. Another cat fight. All right, Cody, what do you got? What's Mitchell got? Here we go. Green flag is out. Good launch. I think Mitchell might have been sleeping just a little bit. They're wrecking behind them. They stay straight. Here comes Richter. He's going to try to go to the outside of Heinzman. Heinzman's got to do everything he can here. He just doesn't have it in that truck anymore. 3 wide for the race lead. Mitchell goes down in. Heinzman trying to hang tough, but just can't. Richter. Oh, Richter outside. Heinzman gets loose. He's going to go around. Did they get the white? They didn't. We're going to have another one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. That's a big one. Oh, holy crap. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Give me 2 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to fix something real quick. I did notice a problem there on the back end. It's not a big deal. And then we will go see what happened. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gotta love SDK. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, you want to throw it to the wolves. All right. All right, now we can go see what happened. I do apologize for that, everybody. Wow. All right, let's see what happens here. Cody kind of floats up. Nothing Tom can really do. I mean, bam. Wow. Talk about the big one here tonight. Corey Sherman getting a piece of it as well. I mean, that's just everybody. Oh my God, dude. What? Kickflip. Oh man. We got to get as many angles as we can on this one. I don't know what happened to the 57, man. He almost hit cars on pit. Watch this. Bam! Kickflip. Music doing a kickflip. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, at the hot dog stand, they are selling the front bumper of Tom. I think it's Thomas Fox. It landed at the hot dog stand in turn 1. I mean, that is just absolute chaos. Wow. Oh, cautions breed cautions. And here I thought it was going to be an early night. Boy, was I wrong. Remember, guys, we got the infield care center. Just go up to the hauler waiting room and shoot me a message. Get you an interview. Man, oh man. Well, it's pretty much Mitchell's race to lose at this point. I mean, he's been avoiding it all. Same with the other guys up front here. Caldwell, Burnett, Anderson. And yeah, I mean, Power Fade out in chat. Rick Thompson's coming. Don't get right reared. And don't right rear other people, Cody. You ain't the sweeper tonight. You didn't earn your nickname, man. I don't know what to tell you. 'Cause I ain't calling you ketchup, man. That's stupid. I don't like it. That is true. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Green, white, checkered. It's time Mitchell in control. Green flag. And he got, oh my God, are we really doing that? You're kidding. Well, okay, I guess, never mind. I was looking at a completely other screen, but what's happening? What in the world is that guy doing? All right, you know, I know I'm just a broadcaster, but whoever the 4 car is, man, you deserve to get turned for that. Where are you going? Did you read the rule book? You can't change lanes before the start finish line. I call it like I sees it. I don't care. Y'all don't gotta like me. Look at this. I mean, is that it? Or is there more green, white, checkers? Cody, if you could confirm that for me. I think there's one more left. Because we had the original. What the? Oh, yeah, look at this. What is going on here? All right, bro. What are you doing, Kyle Ryan? I mean, you instigated that, and then you go after Corey? I mean, is that what I'm picking up here? You go after Corey, or was this just an accident? I mean, I don't want to. I mean, he is gunning for him, it looks like. Yeah, because then he slows down as soon as he catches up to him. Bro, for Kyle Ryan, that's all on you, bro. I mean, yeah, that is just uncalled for. Yeah, that's a suspension. That you should get parked for that one. Not only did you not follow the rules, I mean, you get mad at Corey for what exactly? I'm at a loss for words, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. How is that Corey's fault? It's not. I'll just clear that up right now. It's not by any stretch of the means Corey's fault. You can't change lanes before the start finish line. Cody, can you confirm that? I know you're out there. I know you're listening. That was just absolutely just uncalled for, especially on a green, white, checkered. I mean, hold on a second. Here's the biggest question. Let's back it up. We'll get back to the race. Don't worry. Like, you back in like what, 2011th? Where are you going? I don't get it. Correct, no lane changes prior. I thought so. I thought so. I'm the broadcaster and I read the friggin' rules. Nothing like having another green, white, checkered because people want to make dumb moves and wreck for 2011th. Again, you don't gotta like me. That's fine. But I'm gonna call it like I sees it. I've always been like that, and I don't care. That's just uncalled for. you know, the lane changes I could forgive. You know, maybe he didn't know the rule, whatever. It happens. First race, you know, you kind of give him a pass. But to go after Corey after the fact, that's just stupid. Oh, man, I thought tonight was going to end, you know, calm, cool, and collected. Now we got some fun stuff to talk about. I know Cody, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Cody's an admin or he helps with the post-race stuff. So I know they're going to be kind of busy tonight. All right, can we finish this one off? Oh yeah, it's noted big time. Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, Cody, I am going to say this. Race chatter. Race chatter, ladies and gentlemen. Sundays at 12 on True Sim Productions. Be there. If I'm not mistaken, Cody Heisman has actually become somewhat of a host on there. He's there every week. Here we go. One more time. Mitchell fires them off back underway. That's another good launch from Mitchell. I don't know if anybody's going to have anything for him right now, as they're battling really hard back there trying to get a top spot. Out of 4, here we go. Finally seeing it. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Oh man, it's shaping up to be a good finish. Caldwell's got a good run here. What does he do? Well, they use the bumpers. I don't think he's going to get to him. Out of turn 4, checkered flag flying for the number 55 of Greg Mitchell. He takes home the win. Second place is going to go to Caldwell, who actually ran the fast lap of the race on the last lap there, and Gary Bowman in third. Richard Sherman's out in chat. What's going on, man? How you been? Sherman family is not happy to see that. Thanks, Sam, for the SSU. Not sure what that means. If you want to clarify, you're more than welcome to. But good to see you tuning in, Mr. Sherman. Wow. I can't believe that happened. Support. Oh, okay. Gotcha. No problem. I mean, I would have called out anybody, you know, who did that stuff to any driver. Doesn't matter who you are. It could have been the other way around. I would have called out Corey for it, but good win on Mitchell's part. Let's see if we got Caldwell in there. So let's see if we can't get Gary. We'll get Gary here first. Let's get Gary going on. Hide that. All right. Let's bring him on up. That's driver the number 8, Gary Bowman, coming home in 3rd place tonight, man. And I tell you what, a couple of interesting green-white checkers, to say the least. I'm just going to ask you straight up, how'd you find your way up into 3rd? Because you kind of were near the middle of the pack all night long.
Yeah, I was just biding my time, trying to stay out of trouble and not get collected up in anything. And I was trying to save my tires too, so I had a little bit at the end there. So it kind of worked out. Kind of snuck one in there.
So did you think if you had maybe a couple more laps, you might have been able to get up to 2nd or 1st, or were you kind of just content getting 3rd?
Oh no, I was going to go for 1st if the opening happened, but I didn't. Yeah, definitely didn't want to cause a wreck there at the end. We had enough of those, so.
Well, that was going to be my next question is we had a couple of green-white checkered finishes, one natural one and a couple other ones. I mean, what did you see anything, or were you just kind of, all right, let's get this done type of thing?
No, I just basically saw the smoke. I didn't know exactly what happened, but yeah, I think I dove down to the inside to avoid it a couple of times. I think both times. So yeah, I was just banking on that and get caught up and get the best finish I could.
Well, we head to Road America next week, and then we get a week off after that. How you feeling about Road America next week?
I like the track. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a expert road course guy, but I'll practice all week and get half decent at the end there for the race. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. All right. Hey, coming home in 3rd place tonight. Good points tonight for the number 8 machine. Who you got to thank for making it all happen?
I got to thank my team, Lounge Racing, and Tom for putting on the league, and the sponsor tonight, I believe it was Tomlinson, and you for putting on such a great broadcast. And I always like watching it back. So thanks a lot, bud.
Awesome, man. Hey, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. We'll let you get back down there and celebrate, and hopefully we talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, Dan.
Gary Bowman, driver the number 8, coming home in 3rd. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring up now our 2nd place finisher, the number 46 of Andrew Caldwell. Andrew, before I ask you any questions, I want to point out the last lap of the race, you had the fastest lap of the race with a 29.64. You almost got there. What could you have done differently?
Probably a better restart, a better jump. Greg did a good job, and I just missed it by the littlest bit, and I think it cost me.
So you were another driver. We kind of saw you were up near the front a little bit and then kind of near the mid-pack, kind of quiet all night long. A lot of green-white checkers. I'm kind of asking everybody I'm interviewing tonight. Did you see anything? What was going through your mind when the caution kept flying? Were you just ready to get the race done, or were you in a spot where the cautions actually kind of benefited you?
The first caution to bring out the green-white checker sequence actually helped me. I gained, I think, 2 spots, and then after that, I was ready for it to be done. I was content with the top 3.
All right. Well, hey, you come home in 2nd place. Good finish for the number 46. Almost got that win, but we head to Road America next week. How do you feel about going there?
Okay. I got a top 10 at COTA, so hoping to just repeat that performance.
All right, man. Well, hey, 2nd place again. Who you got to thank on the number 46 for making it all happen?
I got to thank this week's sponsor, KCC. Don't really remember his last name, but Casey, you at True Sim Productions for broadcasting for us. Mom and Dad, as always. And I think that's all.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on your 2nd place finish. We'll let you get down there and celebrate it, and hopefully we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Andrew Caldwell, driver the number 46, coming home in 2nd. Well, we got to bring him up. We'll talk to him. A lot has happened tonight, Greg. You come home with the win. First thing I got to ask, you had a battle going on there with Cody. Kind of walk me through that. You kind of weren't in position to win at first, and then some green-white checkers kind of worked in your favor. So kind of walk me through your race and how you ended up taking home the win.
Yeah, that was fun. No matter how you look at it, 1st through 5th or 10th, I was having a good time. This track races really well. There's high line, low line. You got to save your tires and still try to maintain some track position. I was just talking with Gary a little bit and saying how tough it was to kind of run the low line, save your tires a little bit. and then not fall back as far with the guys that are trying to make up some track position on the outside. So that was really tough. The race with Cody, I mean, he was so good on the longer run. I know he was just I could tell he was just kind of maintaining a gap. I felt like he could go a little faster than he was, and he was just trying to save his tires and keep me behind him. And the dirty air was definitely a factor. I could feel myself shooting up the track a little bit when I was right in his wake, but he did a good job keeping me behind him. It kind of sucked what happened to him. He was in, I think, 2 wrecks there at the end. I saw that he had some damage on his right front in that first wreck he had. I was kind of checking out his car while we were under caution, and I kind of figured I'd have a little bit better straightaway speed. So when I saw him and I think it was Tom side by side on the backstretch, I kind of had a little bit of run. 3 wide's always a little sketchy, but we were going for the win, so that was fun. Had to do it.
Well, hey, cautions flew at the right time. You avoided everything. You come home with the win tonight. We go to Road America next week. We saw your performance at COTA. Absolute dominant. How do you feel about Road America?
I will tell you when I get there. I have no idea. I really like that track, but I've never run the trucks in it ever, so I don't know. It's a fun track though, high speeds and hard braking, and some high speed turns too. So I'm looking forward to it. I always like road courses. We'll see. I don't know how I'll match up with a lot of these other guys, but we'll see.
All right, man. Hey, coming home with another win here, going into the playoffs and everything with some good points. You got to thank Honda 55 for making it all happen.
Well, first off, thanks to you, Sam, for doing an awesome broadcast. I love watching it every single week. Thanks to our sponsor, Casey. Thanks to Tom and the admins. And if anyone's looking for a racing cockpit, hit me up and we'll get you $50 off.
Sounds good, man. Hey, hopefully we'll see another dominant performance. Like I say, you put a tear on him at COTA, so I'm excited to see what you do at Road America. But I'll let you go celebrate that win, Greg, and hopefully we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Greg Mitchell, driver the number 55, ladies and gentlemen, coming home with the win this evening. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close up shop. What a wild race. I mean, that was intense. Some drama there at the end. Oh man, thank you all for tuning in. I see Michael Murphy Jr. is out in chat. Hey Michael, I'm sorry you couldn't make it tonight. We were wondering where he was. I was wondering where all your dedicated fans were watching tonight's race. It sucks you couldn't make it, but glad you could stop by before the broadcast ended. I greatly appreciate that, saying hi. So let me go ahead and bring up the race results for you, ladies and gentlemen. Race results are on your screen. Heinzman, remember, man, that's a tough break for him. It's really unfortunate what happened to him. But Mitchell gets himself another one. Caldwell with a good finish. Bowman with a good finish. So a couple new faces up there. I love to see it. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's coverage of the Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.